What is up, rockers of the Rock Nation? This is your fellow rocker, your ex-Rocker Max, and I am back with another video for y'all, which is my WWE RoadBlock End of the Line 2016 pay-per-view predictions, which is this Sunday, live only on the WWE Network for $9.99. I'm sorry, I had to bring that old $9.99 stuff back, just because. But yeah, RoadBlock this Sunday, Raw's last exclusive pay-per-view of 2016 before we go into 2017, landing on the road to WrestleMania. Well, yeah, this pay-per-view, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I like it. For what the card is, I like it, especially the women's match. I'll get more on that later. But here we got the kickoff show, Big Cass versus Rusev. Of course, we all know we had this this Lana Enzo stuff happening. My God, if no one's the whore of the WWE right now, I will tell you right now, Lana's the fucking whore of the WWE. I mean, we had her with Rusev, we had her with fucking Dolph Ziggler, we had her with quote unquote, we have her doing the shit with Enzo now. Sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to do something off screen. Okay, sorry. I was trying to grab something and pick it up, but God, that looked horrible. But yeah, Lana. It was other people, AJ Lee, who's now married to CM Punk. Now we have Lana, the whore of the WWE, who is technically with Rusev in real life. And we got Big Cass versus Rusev. Because y'all know Big Cass is basically defending Enzo. So, yeah. Which, this is a kickoff match. Ultimately, who's probably going to win this? I'm probably going to go with Big Cass to win. Just because I think they're trying to build, again, if they want to keep the momentum for Cass and Enzo, it needs to, I would assume Cass will win this. I really do. So I'm just going to go with Cass to win this match. I don't think it really matters. It's a kickoff match, but I'm going to go with Big Cass to win. Moving on to now, we got the main show. We have the Raw Tag Team Championship on the line. The New Day, who I can't swear because I don't remember watching all of Raw. I watched bits and pieces of it. From what I heard, they officially broke the record for the longest reigning tag team champions. They finally beat Demolition's record. So, fucking the New Day. It's been going on for over a year now. I believe it's been over a year for them being tag champions. I would assume. No. Actually, no, it hasn't. How long have they really been tag team champions? I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm trying to remember how long it has been since SummerSlam last year. Yeah, it's definitely been over a year. I couldn't think off the top of my head, but yeah. We got officially the longest reigning tag team champions, being Demolition's record. The New Day versus Sheamus and Cesaro, or Cesaro and Sheamus, however the fuck you want to say it. Yeah, I'm going to assume this match is going to be a good match. I'm not going to think it's going to be shitty. And I know there's going to be people watching this probably from my circle of WWE and stuff like that's going to say, oh, the New Day needs to drop the belts. I say fuck you to that. Not to them, but fuck you to the New Day dropping the belts. Why? Because I always do this every time, but New Day rocks. New Day rocks. Okay, sorry, I'm done with that. I do it every single time, and it's like a thing now for me. But, yeah, I understand people want new tag champions, and I can understand where Sheamus and Cesaro comes into play here for the tag belts. I really do. And, you know, Sheamus and Cesaro being tag champions, I could see it happening. But the thing is, we all know one way or another, it's going to end to someone turning on someone. Ultimately, that's what this whole Cesaro and Sheamus tag team is going to happen. Someone's going to turn on someone eventually. And the thing is, too, I like the New Day. I like Austin Creed, or I say that name. But, you know, I like fucking Xavier Woods. I like Big E. I like Kofi Kingston. You know, as a separate whole, I never really liked any of them except for maybe Kingston.
And just when they came together, I just started liking the New Day. It was something different, you know. It's so stupid it's so stupid, like. But I like the New Day. I like them. You know, they're like they're like my go-to tag team on Raw initially. Them or Enzo and Cass is like my two go-to tag teams initially. And for the record, I keep saying, I keep delaying this, but I constantly say this. But if anyone should take the belts off the New Day, it needs to be Enzo and Cass. I'm sticking by that, no matter what. That's going to be my thing. You know, I feel like Enzo and Cass should be the one to take the belts off the New Day. When the time comes, I feel like it should. But whether it happens, I don't know. But as for my prediction, I'm going with the New Day to retain. And that's my personal thing. I'm going with the New Day. Moving on, we have the next match. We have Sami, a rematch, quote unquote. We got Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman. And ultimately, this match, I already feel like I already know who's going to win this. It's going to be Braun Strowman. Because they're building him up like a monster, an unbeatable monster. You know, they're building him up like they would any big guy. I don't want to say that, but essentially, you know, and the way he was eliminated from the Survivor Series match was initially, you know, was the count-out victory by James Ellsworth. So I'm going to assume, and I'm going to show you with Braun Strowman winning, like, in my gut and in my head, it's telling me Braun Strowman. But just for the sake of it, I'm going to go with Sami Zayn, because I have no idea. So I'm going to say Sami Zayn for the win. I mean, we all know it's you want to be Braun, but nah. It's not. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm going to change going with Sami Zayn, and right now, right here, I'm going to change it after thinking about it, because, you know, some of these I just had to, like, write down real quick. So, off the top of my head, I was going to, you know, fuck it. With what I just said, I'm going to say Braun Strowman's going to win. As much as I like Sami Zayn, I'm going to have to go with Braun winning. And granted, it's like I haven't paid attention to the whole Braun Strowman stuff the past few weeks on Raw, so I don't know what's going down there. But I'm going to say Strowman. Whatever. Strowman wins. Moving on to the WWE Cruiserweight Championship match. A triple threat match. We got Rick. I assume it's Rick or is Rich. I think it's Rick, but it's sub-H. So I'm going to say Rick Swann versus TJ Perkins versus Brian Kendrick. Fuck you, TJ Perkins. Fuck you, Swann. We all know who the true Cruiserweight champion is, and that is the Brian Kendrick. The best fucking Cruiserweight out there on the fucking Raw roster of the day. You know, I can tell I'm a Kendrick fan. Alright. So, no needs explanation. Brian Kendrick gets back his Cruiserweight Championship at RoadBlock. And I swear to God, if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be one of those fuckers that can't. I'm going to cancel the network. But, I'm sorry. If it doesn't happen, if he does not get it back, that's fucking bullshit. Because I'm just saying, you put it on TJ Perkins. All right, I can understand putting the belt on TJ Perkins in the first place. Then in my head, you give it to the right guy, Brian Kendrick. He might be an older guy, but he's a good cruiserweight and he knows what he's doing in the ring. He can lead. I really do feel like Brian Kendrick is the true leader of that cruiserweight division. I really do. Out of all the guys that is possibly on there. You know, Sin Cara might be a leader too, but I really feel like Brian Kendrick's more of a leader on that Cruiserweight division roster right now. And then you have him lose it on the network and that 205 Live stuff to Swann, who isn't just why? This is a built-up rage. So I'm going to go with Brian Kendrick to win, because everyone knows Brian Kendrick is the true motherfucking Cruiserweight champion. Okay. Oh, God, that was a mini rant. But now we got the rant, you know. But anyway, but I wouldn't say moving on. But either way, despite that mini rant, I still feel like it's going to be a good match. I mean, Perkins and Swann, they're obviously good competitors, and I'm not going to take I'm not taking anything away from them. I'm just more pissed off that Kendrick lost the title to Swann. Granted, I'd probably rather be him than anyone else. But then, you know, I'm more biased in this match towards Brian Kendrick. But no matter who wins this match, I'm going to be pissed off if Kendrick doesn't win it, obviously. But either way, I still feel like this match is going to be a good match, a good solid match. I know some people might say otherwise, and people are going to say, oh, well, it's a piss break. And yeah, you might be right, but I still feel like it's going to be a solid match regardless. So, moving on now, we have the Seth Rollins versus Chris Jericho match. And I'm sorry, Seth Rollins. As much as I need to re-dye my hair back to the purple that came out of it, when I had the Seth Rollins hair, and we all know when I had the Seth Rollins hair back a few months ago, whenever that was. I forget what month that actually was. You know, I need to re-dye this too. But my hair's still black, so I'm still, whatever. I'm like, oh, Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins, whatever. Point of it is, had Seth Rollins hair a while back. But, you know, as much as I had Seth Rollins hair, I am going to go with Chris motherfucking Jericho to win. Because it's Chris Jericho. And you don't cross Chris Jericho, or else you just made the list. I'm sorry, I had to do that. But yeah, I am a Jericho fan, so sue me. I still feel like, I mean, you know, it's Jericho versus Rollins. Jericho's a hell of an in-ring worker. Seth Rollins is another good worker in the ring. And for two guys of their size, which I'm not going to say, oh, blah, 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 whatever, like, you know, I'm not going to say their size like they're cruiserweight. But they could do stuff in the ring. They can get all technical and stuff. And, you know, I feel like it's going to be a good match. And I say Jericho's going to win. Now, moving on, we have the Raw Women's Championship match. Contested in a 30-minute Iron Man match. Been a while since we've seen an Iron Man match. I feel like it's been a while. Been a few years, actually, in my opinion. You know how long it's been, I don't know, but I think it's been a couple years or so since the Iron Man match actually happened. Which is Sasha Banks, your current reigning, defending Women's Champion, Raw Women's Champion, versus, of course, once again, Charlotte. This match. And whether this match is going to be the main event, I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool if this match is a main event match. Having the women headline again, but I mean, for I feel like it will be just because it's an Iron Man match. And I'm not saying that just because I'm going to live with the hype of the Hell in a Cell, but I feel like just because it's an Iron Man match, I feel like the women will headline this, and that's just my opinion. That they will probably, but that's still an iffy whether they will or not. But again, just because it's an Iron Man match, a 30-minute Iron Man match, I feel like it will. But as for this match in general, Charlotte and Sasha Banks, I can't really... It's going to be a good match, but it's just... It's just... I don't know, it just seems so fucking dragged out, this feud between them. I mean, how many times have we seen Charlotte and Banks? Literally. How many times have we seen Charlotte and Banks on Raw, at a pay-per-view? You know, when will it end? I really do. I'm going to say, when will this feud end? You know, have Sasha turn heel again. Have her face Bayley for the title. You know, I'm trying to think of other women on the Raw roster that might deserve, but it's not many that really deserve a title shot, honestly. Or you know, if you have Charlotte win this, have Charlotte face Bayley. You know, it's like, how many times in a lifetime? And I'm not going to say it's a bad thing that we've seen it so many times, but it's also not a good thing we've seen this match so many times. It's like, when it comes to Raw versus SmackDown, it's like, yes, there's repeat matches on SmackDown, but I feel like on SmackDown the matches actually mean something. You know, and on Raw, it's just the same shit constantly, match over and over and over. I'm not saying that's a bad thing or a good thing, it's just like, how many times are we going to see Sasha versus Charlotte for the belt? I mean, you have Nia Jax on the main roster, too. Why hasn't she, which I understand she'd just been brought up not too long ago, but it's like, fuck, you know? Ultimately, though, I'm just going to go with who I want. I'm not going to say it's going to be a bad match, though. It's going to be a good match. But ultimately, I'm going to go with who I want to win. I'm going with Sasha Banks. Because it's fucking Sasha Banks. And I feel like she needs a decent run with the title. I mean, she's had it, what, 3-4 times now? I feel like she needs just that decent run. I really do. But then again, I'm more pissed off, too, that Becky Lynch doesn't have the belt on SmackDown. That's completely another thing I can get to later. And I'm already pissed off at that as is. Because, fuck you coming dumb. But everybody saw that in my last video. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Raw Women's Championship. 30-man Iron Man match or Iron Woman match, whatever you want to say. So, Sasha Banks to win. Moving on. We have the WWE Universal Championship match. The champion, Kevin Owens, versus the United States champion, Roman Reigns. Now, I have a little suspicion about this match, only because I feel like what they might do later on down the line. And this is only because of something that was announced yesterday or a couple days ago. I think it was yesterday. I remember seeing it yesterday. It might have been about the whole United Kingdom Championship tournament, where they're going to have a United Kingdom Championship and stuff like that. And they're going to have that tournament. It's going to go over like the 14th and 15th, I think, or 15th, 16th. It's going to be like a 2-day event next month in January. They're going to have UK people fight for the United Kingdom Championship, or you know what I'm saying. So, when it comes to that being announced, and you guys can look it up, I'm pretty sure it's on WWE.com somewhere. It's pretty sure it's all over YouTube. You can look it up too. United Kingdom Championship belt announced. It's probably all over YouTube already by now. But because of that being announced, I have a feeling about this match that at the end of it, they may unify the Universal Championship and the United States Championship. Why do I say that? Because here's the thing. If this United... And I'm not going to say who wins yet, but this is just theory too I won't talk about. Because here's the thing. Well, if this is a one-off thing, then alright, I can understand that this belt being a one-off thing. But if this isn't a one-off thing, and these people in this tournament comes to the WWE, and obviously it's going to be like the winner comes to whatever. You know. Trying to think how to word this. With the Intercontinental Championship on SmackDown, and, you know, obviously Raw having the majority of the titles already, what are they going to do with this belt if they bring it up to the main roster? If it's a legitimate title that it's for a main roster use, it's not just for a tournament use, and these people in the tournament might or might not get a contract come up to the main roster, or come up to the main, you know. I'm not saying this will happen, but this is a possibility, and this is my thought process on it. What is it going to do with the United States Championship? What are they going to do with the Intercontinental Championship? You know, I mean, I guess where Raw has the Cruiserweights, they might put it on SmackDown. But what's the point in putting it on SmackDown if SmackDown has the Intercontinental Championship belt? And with this point between Kevin Owens and Reigns, which I don't know if this will turn into a double title match, I doubt it. But obviously, if Roman Reigns wins, he'll be the United States and the Universal Champion. And it's about the only time I can see it happening. So ultimately, I'm going to have to say Roman Reigns will win this. And they're probably going to unify the United... And if Roman Reigns wins, chances are they're going to unify the titles. The United States and the Universal Championship. And it's just going to be basically the Universal Championship overall, and they probably might ditch the United States Championship after that, and the United Kingdom Championship might come to Raw. This is just my thought process with this match happening, but ultimately, again, I don't know what's going to happen, but that's enough. As for, though, the Universal Championship match at RoadBlock itself, it's going to be a good match. Kevin Owens is a hell of an in-ring competitor. Of course, Roman Reigns is good in-ring work. People can say otherwise, but, you know. And there's probably going to be some Jericho interference. There's probably going to be some Rollins interference. So, however you put it. And there's people yelling in the background, so I apologize if you hear that. But, yeah, as for this match, you know, definitely going to be some Rollins interference. Definitely going to be some Jericho interference, I feel like. And overall, I feel like it's going to be a good match, an all-around good match. But as for the outcome, I'm going to say Roman Reigns is going to leave the building. And Roman Reigns is going to win and leave the building with both the Universal and United States Championship because of this United Kingdom Championship. But again, whether it's a one-off thing, whether that... The outcome, I feel like... And I could be totally wrong here, but I feel like the outcome of this match, whether Roman Reigns wins or Kevin Owens wins, I feel like the outcome of this match will say what they're doing with United Kingdom Championship. I could be wrong, I could be right, who knows. But ultimately, my theory is Roman Reigns is going to win, come out Universal and United States Champion at the end of the night. And probably after this whole tournament, the United Kingdom Championship is probably going to come to Raw. And they're probably going to dish the United States Championship since the Intercontinental is on SmackDown. That's my thought process behind it. You guys might have other opinions. Let me know in the comments below. Or let me know your whole night of RoadBlock. Let me know your RoadBlock prediction down below, And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, guys, live free and rock.